Good morning, this is David Smith. I have chosen to answer the question whether or not anything from the games made in the 70s are still used today and if they will still be used in the future. The game Gunfight, made by Tomohiro Horeku Nishi. I can't pronounce that, was the first game to use two control sticks, one to control the walking and the other to control the direction that the gun fires. This has carried over and is used in more than just shooting games. It also has objects that the players can hide behind, and that was put into every shooting game I can think of. The game Computer Baseball, made by Strategic Simulations Incorporated, I was unable to find a specific developer, has a few things that a lot of sports games still use: the ability to make your own team and the ability to tell your team how to play using a playbook are the most notable. The 1971 Star Trek text-based, made by Mike Mayfield, had one thing that seemed to carry over to all the other Star Trek games: the fact that you had to refuel, repair, and reload on torpedoes at star bases. A game called Maze by Steve Coley was used as the inspiration of every first-person shooter because you got to see the world through your avatar's eyes. Also, it is said to be the first game that linked players through the internet. That, I believe, is just speculation. I couldn't find anything solid on that. The game Dungeon, made by Don Daglow, was the first RPG video game modeled after Dungeons and Dragons. Through all my research, it says that it was unlicensed by Dungeons and Dragons. But the biggest factor that carried over from this game to most other RPGs is the fact that everything is line of sight based, meaning that you can't shoot through walls. And the different lighting can make it sometimes hard to see, like shadowy areas and torchlit dungeons and stuff. The game Multi-User Dungeon, made by Roy Trubshaw and Richard Bartel, is the first massively multiplayer online role-playing game. It let people use the internet and took a lot of people through the same dungeon at the same time. World of Warcraft and Perfect World are two of the first examples I can think of that still use this. Although now that I think about it, just about everything that uses the MMORPG format does this. On a side note, I had to cut a game out of this video because I simply couldn't find enough information to make a guess or even a logical argument about it. Thank you for watching, and we hope you have a wonderful day.